welcome back. So today we're doing a little mini makeup haul. I made a few purchases. I got like some new products here and there. I got my Ipsy glam bag and stuff like that. So I just wanted to gather up all the new stuff, show you guys what I got today, put them to the test, see how they worked. So if you like this look right here and you want to learn how to get this look and also see what kind of new products I got and play with some new makeup with me today, then just keep watching. But don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave, please. It would mean the world to me if you would join the York fam, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so that you will be notified on your phone whenever I upload some new videos. And let's just get into the little mini makeup haul. Okay, so for brows, I'm gonna start with brows today, and the thing that I wanted to show you that I got this from the drugstore. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio, and it is a brow pomade. Now I have used this like one or two times. I've used this like one or two times, and just to see if like the color was right. I was just kind of playing around one night and just tried it out to see if the color was gonna be right for me. So I wanted to show you guys this product because I really liked it whenever I used it the time that I was playing with it. And it also comes with this little angled brush with a spoolie on the other side, which is actually a really good brush. It's nice and thin. That's what I like to look for, is one that's nice and thin and it comes to a nice skinny point. So let's just put on some brows really quick. Oh, and the shade that I got is soft brown. So it's kind of a soft taupey brown, kind of a, if you have blonde hair, I feel like this would work, but since I don't want my brows to be too dark, I have some brow pomades and they're more dark. I wanted to get kind of a lighter one for a more natural kind of a thing, and I'll use a darker one if I want a more like bold statement brow. So this stuff is really pigmented. It blends out really nicely through your brows, and literally it does not take much at all. Like I tap it in the little pot and then I use the cap and I like, you know, get the brush nice and like pointed, you know, like do it back and forth on each side so that it's nice and flat, and it's gonna make nice little hair-like strokes. So then I'm going to take my Morphe concealer and I'm going to carve out my brows. A little bit of concealer and a flat definer brush. Then after I put the concealer down all over the lid, I like to take a powder and set that so that whenever we go on with eyeshadow, it's like nice and smooth, and the shadow will go on nice and smooth, and the concealer is not going to be tacky or wet. And this is just a face powder. This is, any powder will work. You can even take like a eyeshadow that's like skin color and do this. Just any kind of powder to set the eyes and get them ready for the shadow. So going into the new makeup that I got the new Morphe eyeshadow palette. It's called the 35H. I'm so excited. So I saw this on the website and I was like, yeah, I need that for sure. Ooh, I love their new packaging. This is not like any packaging on the palettes that I have. They're more like rounded. This is nice and square. It's got the new font. Super exciting. Let's open it up. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at this. Look at this palette. So obviously you can see why this caught my attention. I mean, look at it. These peachy corals, I'm really drawn to those. I think I want to use those today. Now it's time to decide what kind of eyeshadow we want today. So I'm really drawn to like these peachy shades over here. So I think I really just want to use this hot pink coral color so much. So the first thing I'm going to do is go into Babe's Night Out. It's this like light pink peach color right here, and we're going to use a big fluffy brush. This is the Morphe M573 brush, and I'm going to use this as my transition shade and bring it really high up in the crease. think I want to take this next kind of coral color. It's this one right here. It's called Coral Dive-In, and it's kind of a satin. It's not a full like shimmer, but it's not a full matte. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, and I don't usually put shimmers in the crease, but since this one's kind of a satin, I'm going to take a smaller brush. This is the Morphe M433, so it's a smaller blending brush, and I'm going to put it more in the crease and meeting it up to that first really high transition shade. And I'll just go back with my first longer, fluffier brush that we used and just blend over the edges, make sure that those two fade out nicely. I really want to use this shade Heat Up, which is this bright shade right here. Let's swatch that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my god. I really want to use this, and I think I want to do it all over the lid, like a matte lid. To carve out my lid, I'm going to use the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer because it's a little bit lighter and like thicker formula. So I'm going to put that on my hand right here, take a little teeny tiny brush, and we're going to carve out the lid. Then we're going to take this Heat Up really hot coral shade right here, and we're going to pack it on our little cut crease that we have. I like putting the concealer down first and then putting the color on it because it makes it more like bright and vibrant, but I think I want to take a little tiny blending brush and some of that same color and like blend it out and just kind of mesh the two right in that crease. To do the same thing to the other eye, and I will be right back. And I'm also going to put on some mascara and lashes, and then I'll just come back whenever the eyes are done. Okay, so I just put on mascara, lashes, and I did the thinnest little black line on my upper lash line, like right where the lashes sit, to make the lashes look more natural so that you can't see, you know, where the lash band is actually sitting right on where my lashes and my eyelid meet. So that's a little trick if you aren't really doing any liner or anything, but you want your lashes to look natural. Just do a thin, very thin little black line across your eye and then put the lashes right on it, and it'll just help them make them look more natural. Also, if you put black up in your upper waterline also, like a black liner, just a kohl pencil or a gel liner or anything, it will also help them look more natural. So I want to move on to the skin because I look kind of crazy right now with big pink eyes and nothing else. In my Ipsy glam bag this month, I got this little It Cosmetics Confidence in a Gel Lotion Oil-Free Moisturizer, so I thought that I would give this a try. It's like a gel, and it says oil-free and for all skin types, so let's check this out. I really love a gel moisturizer. That's why I love the Neutrogena Hydra Boost, because it's kind of like a gel. That felt really nice. It felt very similar to my Neutrogena one. Okay, so for primer, I'm going to use, as always, my Benefit Professional, just because It fills in my pores right here and makes your skin look smooth and flawless. So I just use like just a little tiny bit and put it right here. Today I wanted to use my Dior Forever foundation. This is my #1 favorite foundation. It is so, so, so beautiful. And I'm gonna go in with my favorite foundation brush, the Morphe M439. Okay, I literally look crazy. I need some eyeshadow on my lower lash line. I feel like I look so crazy right now. But anyways, so for concealer, I think I want to use the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I haven't used this in a minute. This is the shade 20. It's a really good concealer from the drugstore. Okay, now that we look crazy, I'm going to use my Morphe sponge. I love that it has this like pointed angle right here, and I'm going to use that to get up underneath my eyes and blend this out. I feel like when you're wearing bright eyeshadow, it's kind of important to wear a concealer that's a little bit brighter, just to really brighten up the eyes and really make the eyeshadow pop. I think that you should go like a shade or two lighter than your skin. So to set all that concealer today, I'm going to use my, and I'm just going to use a little tapered brush like this guy right here, the Morphe M438. This is my favorite brush to set underneath my eyes. And I'm just going to press it under there. This powder is honestly, like, I was shocked the first time that I ever tried it because it literally makes your face look just so smooth, like especially right here on your cheeks where you have like the biggest pores. It makes your skin just look so smooth and filled in and like flawless. Like, it's crazy. Okay, so on to another new product. I got the Morphe Glam Bronze Bronzer. So the new Morphe bronzer, I think I got the medium shade. The Megastar is the shade name. I think it's the medium one. Oh, she's so beautiful. Whoops, that clear thing just dropped. So this is what it looks like. It comes with a cool mirror. So I'm going to use my favorite bronzer brush, the Morphe R2. A little nervous. This is nice. It blends out like so easy. I think I'm gonna use my Benefit Hoola bronzer to do my little nose contour. And I actually got this new little brush right here in my Ipsy Glam bag. So I always, let me find it. So for my nose contour, I always use this Luxie medium angled brush, and I got this little guy in my Ipsy Glam bag, so I thought I might try it for my nose contour because it looks very, very similar. Look. See that? So they look very similar. It's actually a little bit more narrow, but that could be just because it's brand new. Okay, so my thoughts on the bronzer is I absolutely love it. It's very warm. You know what I'm curious of? I'm curious to see the color of it next to Benefit Hoola bronzer. Oh yeah, it's way more warm. You can see right there. So this is the Hoola and this is the Morphe bronzer. And you can see right there the color difference. So the Hoola bronzer is definitely a little bit more neutral, cool tone. I'm just gonna hit a little bit of the Hoola bronzer right here at the base of my contour. but it's definitely a nice warm bronzer. I love that. The Morphe one. Those two combined look super cute. Love it. Nice warm summery bronzer. Super happy that I got that. Yeah, I think I just want to go in with my Pixie Chloe Morello palette. These are like my favorite blushes. I love to mix these top two because one's a little bit more pink and one's like peachy, and they kind of have a little bit of a sheen to them. I did get this from Morphe in my little package. It's the Morphe Jaclyn Hill JH06 brush. It's the one that she calls my everything brush, and she says you can use it for blush, highlight, anything. It's a very long haired, got a slight angle to it. So I think that I want to use this with my highlight. Do I want to use it? Let's use it with our blush too. Why not? So I'm going to go into these first two and I'm going to mix them together. Oh my God. This brush is like a dream. It just so lightly wisps on the color in the most flawless, effortless way. I knew I would love it. Yes. Oh, I love that. I knew I would love this. I knew this would become my new favorite brush. I just knew it. Okay, so then I think I want to set my face with some setting spray. Oh, I still had powder on my face. Whoops. I think I want to, before we do our highlight, I want to take some of this Wet n Wild little highlight contour palette and just tap a little bit of that like right up underneath my eyes, just because it's like a really good little brightening effect right there. So just right here by my nose and up underneath my eyes, right in that like inner corner. I just want to brighten it up just a little bit. I love using this stuff on my nose too. Like, look at that, it's so cute. Okay, let's get back to our highlight and our everything brush. So today I wanted to use the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in the shade Luminous Light. This is a nice, beautiful, natural, but heavenly highlight. So I'm going to use my little brush. I'm just going to sweep it on my apples and bring it up. Oh, and this brush is so perfect for this. Like, it's just so long and wispy. Yeah, it's amazing. I love it so much. Okay, so I think the first thing I want to do to finish the lower lash line is take this flat definer brush and go back into this main Heat Up shade, this one right here, the one that we put all over the lid. And I want to do like a nice line of that and then blend it out. I'm going to put this really tight and I'm just going to stamp that on really tight up under these lashes. Now you could do like a, you know, a complementing color like that aqua color or something like that, but I really just wanted to do an all over like watermelon pink. When I saw that color, I was just like, God, I have to use that. You know what I mean? Then I'm going to find my little favorite brush. Okay, this brush. This is my like most favorite blending brush, and this is the M506 because it's a blending brush, but it's super tiny and perfect for like really detailed things. So I'm gonna take this brush. I'm gonna pick up like the smallest little, just right on the tip of the brush. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of that same shade, tap off the excess, and then just blend this out. So then I'm gonna go back to this like coral shade, the second one that we used on our top lid. I'm gonna use that same little brush and just use that to help blend it out and diffuse it out. Just like we did on the upper, we wanna do the same thing underneath and, you know, go from darkest up to lightest. So I'm just gonna work our way out. Like I want to go back with the stiff brush and just pack on a little bit more just so it keeps that brightness to it. Go back to the coral color, put that kind of right underneath it. Make sure to kind of connect it out here to where that shadow meets. Just lightly kind of flick it out so that it meets that top shadow out there. Sometimes with bright colors, whenever you buff them out, they lose their bright vibrancy. So if you just pack them on, that's why on the lid I put down the concealer to help keep the bright vibrantness, and then I also packed with a flat brush to keep the bright vibrancy of this beautiful shade. I mean, look how bright it looks in the pan. So I wanted to make sure I kept that brightness whenever it goes on my lid. And sometimes when you buff things out, they're not as bright, so if you can always go back and pack it on, it'll be as bright as it is in the pan on your eyes. Okay, so I think I decided I want to do the white in the waterline before I put my mascara on. It's always good if you're gonna do white to do the white before you put your mascara on, because white on your lashes, you want your lashes to be black but your waterline to be white. Okay, so for lips, I got a lip liner in my little package. So let me just tell you about this lip liner. Out of all of these liners right here, my favorite one is Morphe Sweet Tea Lip Liner. You guys probably know, if you have watched my videos, you know, for a while, you always see me use Backseat Love, which is right here. Backseat Love and Sweet Tea is like my favorite lip liner combination for a nude lip. Well, at my sister's wedding, what lip liner did I lose? Sweet Tea, my favorite one, literally my favorite one. I could even live without Backseat Love, but Sweet Tea, girl, I cannot live without it. I was trying to like replace it with the shade, I think it's Bite Me. But yeah, so Bite Me is just a pinch darker. It just wasn't doing the trick, you know what I mean? Like when you have your favorite, that's your favorite, nothing compares. So at my sister's wedding, of course, my Sweet Tea lip liner got misplaced. I don't know, in the craziness of that day, you know how weddings are. When you're getting ready for a wedding, it's chaos. It grew legs and walked off, and I came home and the only thing I was missing was my favorite lip liner pencil. So I finally caught it when it was back in stock, because it's out of stock a lot, because I'm telling you, it's that good. I finally got it. I got my Deadly Duo back here. So I'm super excited to use my favorite nude lip combo again today. So first, of course, Backseat Love. And I do this color first because it's very similar to my lip shade, and it just helps get a nice light sketch of the shape of my lips that I want without it being too dark or anything like that. And then I use the darker one to add the dimension and the contouring and stuff like that. So this one just gets the main shape down. Is that an owl? I feel like I hear an owl just hooting outside. Now on to my favorite. Ooh, a nice fresh sweet tea. Ooh, girl. I think I just want to go with my OG, my Maybelline Baddest Beige lipstick. I just want to be OG. When I have this bright of an eye, it's like, this is another thing that I cannot recommend enough, is Maybelline lipstick Baddest Beige 050 is the shade. It's got this really shiny pink packaging. I can't recommend that like enough because it is so perfect. It's like a satin. It's not too glossy. It's not too matte. It's so comfortable on the lips. And what I think I love most about it, not to mention the color, but it wears off so beautifully. Like as you're eating or drinking or talking and it's just wearing off, it fades off so nicely. You know how some lipsticks, like when they're fading off, they don't look the cutest? This one just fades off so beautifully. The last thing that I got that I want to show you is one of these little magnetic palettes. But this is what it looks like. It's just an empty palette that has a mirror, and it's kind of like this. So I have this little Z palette right here. This is a Z palette, and I get these little things. Like I got a lot of these from Ipsy, like this little banana setting powder, and they're magnetic. And this is like a blush, and it just pops right in here, and you can make your own palette with eyeshadows, blushes, highlights, anything that's like magnetic like that, and it can pop into this little palette. See, this one doesn't have a mirror, but this one was obviously all full. You guys have seen in my Ipsy glam bags that I get all these little single little things right here. So I had like a ton of them stacked up over here, and I was like, you know what, I need another little palette to put all these little things in. So I saw that Morphe had one that was super affordable. I think this thing was like $8 or something. And then you can just take your little pan and you can just put it right in there, and it just it's just magnetic. It's just magnets to, how do you say that? It just sticks to the pan. See? Isn't that so cool? So I can just put all my little pans in there. So now I can just pop them in here, and I have little singles in here, and you can just make your own little palette. So I think it's really cool, and I love that this one has a little mirror. That's really cool. So yeah, that's it for my little Morphe haul. I just cannot get over this. Look at that. It says like blend the rules right there. It's like the inside of their boxes are just too cute. I mean, that's just adorable. I don't care who you are. So anyways, yeah, guys, I am so super happy with my little haul, my little purchases that I made. I'm super happy with everything. And I didn't set my brows. Ugh, duh. Okay, obviously, Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. We're setting our brows, y'all. We gotta get these babies locked and loaded. How could I forget that? Don't forget that, guys. Do not forget that part. So before you run off, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.